Okay, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Call all Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rachak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. All right, name of this video is going to be the Ark of the Covenant. Where is it and who has it? Okay, because it was two individuals that came up yesterday. One was an Elamite. Okay, he came up, he didn't show himself on camera. And then he was talking about how different scholars believe that the Ark of the Covenant is in Ethiopia, which that's not the first time I heard that. And then the second guy came up, which is this Edomite here, came up and said likewise, saying that different scholars and in fact, he said his reference was an actual scholar that was an Elamite. So what a coincidence, so to speak. But anyway, they're both wrong. Okay. In this video, okay, when you watch it, I made a statement that I said, no one knows where it is. Now, when you go to the scriptures, okay, let's just go to the scriptures. This is 2 Maccabees chapter 2, verse 4. It says, and it was also contained in the same writing that the prophet being warned, this is talking about Jeremiah, where it says Jeremy there from the Greek translation, okay? It was also contained in the same writing that the prophet being warned of the Most High commanded the tabernacle and the ark to go with him as he went forth into the mountain where Moses climbed up and saw the heritage of the Most High. Right now, this mountain has to be Mount Sinai through the Spirit. Okay? So that's the first clue. Secondly, right, it says, and when Jeremy or Jeremiah came thither, he found a hollow cave wherein he laid the tabernacle and the ark and the altar of incense, and so stopped the door. So he closed it up into the hollow of the cave. And some of those that follow him to mark the way, but they could not find it. Yeah, the Most High allowed Jeremiah to go to a place where no one would know. Okay? And this is during the time of the Babylonian captivity. Okay? So, real quick, you're talking circa, I'm just looking to my timeline I have here. One moment, bear with me. You're talking circa 640, 609, all right? Because that was the time of the reign of BC, 640 to 609 BC, okay? So it's around that time frame, okay? Even later, all right? Now that it's coming back to me. But anyhow, so it says here, verse 7, which Jeremiah perceived, he blamed them, saying, as for that place, it shall be unknown until the time that the Most High gather his people again together and receive them unto mercy. Now now that was, okay, like I said, over, 2,500 years ago. All right. So, you have scholars and different people, different quests and things of that nature. Nevertheless, the prophecy says that until the gathering of the people, of the gathering, that the Most High gather his people again together and receive them unto mercy. So during that time when Jeremiah did what he did, the people weren't gathered, and the people were never gathered and still haven't been gathered. Okay, so no one knows the exact precise location of where it is. Okay, now with that being said, when you go back to this video here, all right, there's a guy, the Elamite that came up. You can't see him on the video. Okay, he was telling me. I said to him, I told him, I said basically that in order for you to touch it, okay, you have to be from a specific line of the Levites, and I'm going to go into it. All right. And also, too, if the heathens had it, okay, that they would be dead. And I'm going to go into that as well. But the first thing I want to do is go into who is allowed to touch the Ark of the Covenant. Okay. So This is Genesis. We know, okay, we know is that you have to be a Levite. Jeremiah 1:1. I'll read it real quick. This is Jeremiah 1:1. All right. It says, the words of Jeremiah, the son of Hilkiah, of the priests that were in Anathoth in the land of Benjamin. You see, it says Jeremiah, the son of Hilkiah of the priests. So you know Jeremiah was a Levite. Okay. So now there's different sons of Levi and different instructions to those sons of Levi. This is Genesis 46:11. And the sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. Okay, now from there, now that we know there's different sons of Levi, let's see the instructions of those sons. This is Numbers chapter 4, verse 15. And when Aaron and his sons have made an end of covering the sanctuary and all the vessels of the sanctuary as the camp is set forward, after that the sons of Kohath shall come to bear it, but they shall not touch any holy thing, lest they die. These things are the burden of the sons of Kohath in the tabernacle of the congregation. That's right. Jumping down, it said verse 17. And the Lord spake unto Moses and said unto Aaron, saying, cut ye not off the tribe of the families of the Kohathites from among the Levites, but thus do unto them that they may live and not die. Verse 19. When they approach unto the most holy things, Aaron and his sons shall go in and appoint them every one to his servants, to his service, and to his burden. All right, so it's showing you here that what? Only the sons of Kohath were allowed to touch the Ark of the Covenant. Okay? Right. And it's not, let me read verse 16, and so it's not confusing to show that it was saying that the sons of Aaron, which is Eleazar. It says the priest, it says, in the office of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, pertaineth the oil of the light and sweet incense and the daily meat offering and the anointing oil. They did the sacrifices. They made the anointings. Okay. And of all that therein is in the sanctuary and in the vessels thereof. See, they dealt with all the vessels that were in the sanctuary. They didn't deal with the Ark of the Covenant. All right. Now what proves that? Okay. Now what proves that? Let's go to the story, okay, of Uzzah, all right? And what happened even when a Levite that wasn't of that line of Kohath touched the Ark of the Covenant. This is 2 Samuel 6:5. And David and all the house of Israel played before the Lord. They were happy, they were rejoicing, they were playing music, they were dancing, okay? Because they just got back the Ark of the Covenant, right? It says, and David and all the house of Israel played before the Lord on all manner of instruments made of fir wood, even of the harps and the psalteries, and on the timbrels, and on the cornets, and on the cymbals. And when they came to Nachon's threshing floor, Uzzah put forth his hand to the ark of the Most High and took hold of it. He caught it, right? For the oxen shook it. Now, when you read in Chronicles, it says that the ox stumbled. Okay, it might have been a ditch, a pitch, and then that shook the Ark of the Covenant, and instinctively, Uzzah caught it. He laid hold of it. He took it. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Uzzah, and the Most High smote him, therefore, for his error. And there he died by the Ark of the Most High. So you're going to sit here and tell me that, right? When you go to Wikipedia, right? And it said the Ark of the Covenant, you put like, I put possible locations, right? It says Mount Nebo, okay? And it mentions, well, they're wrong, okay? And it mentions 2 Maccabees chapter 2 and 4, which I read, okay? In which they're wrong, okay? It's not in Mount Nebo, all right? So, and then this is the main one. People say it's in Ethiopia. And then the only reason that nobody's seen it, all right? But they believe, if you believe in the Kibra Neges, right? The Kibra Neges, all right, it says that it's in there pretty much, which they're bugged out. And then, in fact, side note in which I mentioned to the Edomite is that these people, Ethiopians, are really the Cushites, which came into the land of Israel during Hosea the king, all right, when the children, the northern tribe, were taken out of the land of Israel, those Cushites were brought into the land. And then you fast forward hundreds of years later, they actually believed that they were those people. So that's why you have a lot of Ethiopians talking about they the children of Israel and they got the Ark of the Covenant. But you see when the Lord said in John 4:22, he told that Sumerian woman, which was really a Cushite, okay, was there from that time frame, right? Talking about her father's built that well and Jacob's her father. They was all bugged out, man, because things got missed, okay? Things got missed and confusion was brought, essentially, okay? The Lord told her what? John 4:22. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship for salvations of the Jews. Okay, so he was telling her, you not an Israelite. Okay? And that area, that well didn't belong to you and your forefathers. Just like we're telling you now, you Cushites. The Ark of the Covenant is not yours. You're not an Israelite. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is, let's say hypothetically, these Cushites did get their dirty, filthy, stinking, hungry hands on the Ark of the Covenant. Because there's history on what happened, okay, to, see if I got it. There's history to what happened when the heathen put their paws on it, okay? Now, this is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 5. I'm going to read the whole chapter. I have no choice, right? It says, first, I'm going to speed read it, though. 1 Samuel 5:1. And the Philistines took the Ark of the Most High and brought it from Ebenezer unto Ashdod, right? When the Philistines, okay, which the Philistines are Hamites, which are the grandson of the same line of Mizraim, okay, which are modern day Sudanese, but back then in the history you will call them Egyptians. Okay, it says when the Philistines took the Ark of the Most High, they brought it into a house of Dagon, just like how you see here. They said they brought it into their house, right? They brought it into their temple, right? Let's see what happened. They brought it into the house of Dagon and set it by Dagon. And when they of Ashdod arose early of the morrow, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the earth before the ark of the Lord. That's right, because the Most High knocked that idol down. Okay, it wasn't supposed to be next to the Ark of the Covenant, right? And they took Dagon and set him in his place again. And when they arose early in the morrow morning, on the next day after that one, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the ground before the ark of the Lord. And the head of Dagon and both the palms of his hands were cut off upon the threshold. The Most High sent the angel up in there, okay, and cut up Dagon, man, to show you that it didn't belong in there. Only the stump of Dagon was left to him, right? It says, therefore, neither the priest of Dagon nor any that came or come into Dagon's house tread on the threshold of Dagon in Ashdod unto this day. But the hand of the Lord was heavy upon them of Ashdod and destroyed them and smote them with emeralds, which is hemorrhoids or cancer, right? Even Ashdod and the coast thereof. All right. So when I spoke to that Elamite, he actually said in the video, he said, I said, yeah, do you know what, because I mentioned this story briefly that the Most High jacked them up. He said, yeah, they got cancer and they got tumors and this, that, and the third. Yeah, but let's keep reading. It says, yeah, that may have happened. Okay, let's say hypothetically that did happen. So this is what it says. It said, the ark of the Most High of Israel shall not abide with us. See, they were so scared that they said, let's get rid of this thing. For his hand is sore upon us and upon Dagon our power. They sent therefore and gathered all the lords of the Philistines unto them, and said, what shall we do with the ark of the Most High of Israel? And they answered, let the ark of the Most High of Israel be carried about unto Gath. And they carried the ark of the Most High of Israel about thither. And it was so that after they had carried it about, mind you, they're not touching it. Okay, they're carrying it. Okay, they carried it about. The hand of the Lord was against the city with the very great destruction. See, the Most High destroyed the whole city, man. And he smote the men of the city, both small and great. Man, he started killing people, man, young and old. And they had emeralds in their secret place, secret parts. He did this. He smote them with an helmet as well. Okay, he said in their secret parts. He put, meaning what? In their balls, in their loins, man. Okay, in the woman's vagina, if you will. It says, therefore they sent the ark of the Most High to Ekron, and it came to pass, as the ark of the Most High came to Ekron, the Ekronites cried out, saying, they have brought about the ark of the Most High to Israel to us, to slay us and our people. So anybody that would inhabit this, you know, Ark of the Covenant that it didn't belong to, they were scared that they would die, man. Right? It says, so they sent and gathered together all the lords of the Philistines and said, send away the ark of the Most High of Israel and let it go again to his own place, that it slay us not and our people. For there was a deadly destruction throughout all the city. Right? You see, the Most High, not only did he give them emeralds, but he was killing people because they had the Ark of the Covenant. So there's no way it's in Ethiopia or in all these other places that it says Ethiopia, it says other places, Southern Africa, right? Europe, yeah, right. Rome, United Kingdom, Ireland, Egypt. There's no way it's in these places, man. The people are still living. Okay? It says, for there was a deadly destruction throughout all the city. The hand of the Most High was very heavy there. And the men that died not were smitten with the emerald. So the Most High almost wiped away a whole lineage of people, man, because they had the Ark of the Covenant. But the Most High spared them, right? Because the scripture says there's no end of all the people. So he gave the rest of them a cancer. And the cry of the city went up to heaven. So that ain't happening right now. So therefore, them people ain't got the Ark of the Covenant, my friend. All right? And that's the end of that's the conclusion of the matter, man. You know, the Ark of the Covenant is hidden, man. Nobody has the Ark of the Covenant. You know, the Spirit was on me to do this because two people came up yesterday and saying the same BS, man. You know, and that's pretty much it. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak Wadash. Oh, let me mention this. I'm sorry. I have to mention this. Excuse me. All right. The Ark of the Covenant is spiritual, man. All right. So I'll say that. I'll leave it at that. The Ark of the Covenant really represents Yahweh Shai, which represents the gathering of the people. Nevertheless, the Ark of the Covenant will be, the actual Ark will be gathered and shown on display. Okay, when the true children of Israel come back together, starting with the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the elect coming together. Because the scripture says what? The gathering of the people shall be when Shiloh come, Shilah, to he whom it pertaineth, which is a title from the one whom the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, and his real name is Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Okay? Bun Yahweh. All right? All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. You know, shalom to the elect.